My name is Vincent Reynolds from Cavan Innovation Technology Centre, and you're very welcome here this morning. But in particular, I want to welcome the Chairman of Cavan County Council, Minister, TDs, local authority councillors, Tommy Ryan, Chief Executive of Cavan County Council, and various officials and guests from our organisations, agencies, and in particular a special welcome to our clients. Because after all, no disrespect to anybody, but they're the most important to us at the end of the day. Our next speaker is Stephen O'Connor, who's the Director of Corporate Affairs at SIRO.
Well, look, it's good to be back here. Cavan was our first town. We started building here back in 2015, and we did a pilot with 300 homes up the road here in Knocknaskerry and Rocklands. And we're here now, just over 2 years later. We've about 4,000 homes in Cavan added to our network here, and we're very happy with the take-up so far. Cavan was kind of one of the early local authorities to really develop a digital strategy. It was also one of the early local authorities to come out with a blueprint for how they will participate in the National Broadband Plan. So they asked us to get involved in that. So we were quite struck by it. We came up one evening and there was about 100 local stakeholders in a hotel, all sitting around actively working as to how best position Cavan to be a digital kind of county. So we're very struck by that. So they were kind of very early adopters. I mean, the fibre conversation has changed in Ireland a lot in 2017, but we are still an awful lot of homes and businesses are being served over last mile copper. So and that's limiting speeds. If you are a company in Cavan that can get access to a 1 gigabit fibre connection, that basically enhances your ability to trade and prosper and sell into new markets in Ireland and anywhere overseas. So it definitely puts you at a strong advantage, particularly if your business involves transferring large amounts of data.
This morning we're here to launch the Cavan Innovation Technology Centre as the 5th hub in the Vodafone and SIRO Gigabit Hub initiative. And the Gigabit Hub initiative is a platform that we conceived, I suppose, to enable regional businesses and regional communities through the power of gigabit connectivity. So the initiative offers to the hub free for 2 years 1 gigabit or 1,000 megabit per second connectivity. And just to maybe put that in perspective, that's 3 times faster than you can get in Dublin today, and up to 10 times faster than you can get in some parts of Ireland today. We've seen, for example, firsthand in Skibbereen, where we were involved with a similar facility called the Ludgate Hub, just a transformative effect that connectivity can bring to a community in terms of enabling people and allowing them to live and work where they wish, to bringing innovation back, to bringing jobs back to an area, and allowing people and businesses to compete on a global scale as well, no matter where they live, whether they're in Cavan, whether they're in CavanTV, or whether they're in California. Today is an interesting day. We're here on the 24th of November, which is Black Friday, the day that the world goes online to trade. Last year in Ireland alone, over €7 billion of business was done online in Ireland. And I suppose for me that's just symbolic of the amount of business that's moving online, and the amount of which the economy globally is moving into a digital economy of the future. And I think for us, we understand that to be part of that digital economy, businesses and communities have to have access to world-class connectivity. That means they can really form an effective part of that community. And access to gigabit speeds, future-proof speeds, like we have here available in Cavan Town, is really critical to that. This is the 5th hub that we're launching after Skibbereen, Tralee, Drogheda and Dundalk. And in total, in the first phase at least, we expect and plan to get to 15 equivalent hubs all around Ireland, bringing similar speeds and similar, I suppose, power of gigabit connectivity to those hubs, driving job growth, driving innovation, and driving a lot of creativity in those areas.
Gigabit Broadband for Cavan here at CITC is critical. It's critical for our business. We're a data analytics company and we service companies in Ireland and abroad. And without Gigabit Broadband, we would not be able to grow, we would not be able to create future employment in the area. So it's fantastic to see the investment and the infrastructure actually in place at this moment in time.
Well, I'm delighted to be here today for the opening of the Gigabit Hub here in the Cavan Technology Centre. It's absolutely wonderful that Vodafone and SIRO have chosen Cavan, because what we're going to have in this centre now is broadband speeds that are 3 times that what you get anywhere else in the country. So this is wonderful, and we have businesses here in the centre that are doing work for companies right across the globe. So it just goes to show you, when you have good connectivity, you know, your reach is unlimited. And also in terms of we're living in an era, I call it the IT revolution, where more and more our world is going to rely on IT, and what we need to do is concentrate on educating our children so that they're ready for this obvious need in the market. And that's why through Creative Children, which is under the Creative Ireland programme, that I want to see every child will have access by 2022 to education in art, in music, in coding and in drama, because engagement in the arts encourages creativity, and what employers are looking for are well-educated and creative people, and that's what we need to focus on. We're in a new era, and I'm glad that my department is going to do their part in helping to support and train the young people to think creatively for the new creative era that we're living in.
Well, obviously we're absolutely delighted here today to launch the Vodafone SIRO connection here, that the Cavan Innovation Technology Centre is now a digital hub. It has the Gigabit Broadband here, and I think this is a very important development for businesses here in Cavan to have access to that, because it's critically important for any business to have access to high-speed broadband, to have that digital connectivity to drive their business. And it's not only digital businesses, it's also any tech-enabled business needs that connectivity to be able to function and operate their business successfully. And we very much welcome this connection with Vodafone SIRO here in Cavan Town. And we look forward to other businesses across the county being enabled with high-speed broadband through the development of the National Broadband Plan over the coming years. And we're very happy that both Beltig and Apridat, our 2 key digital enterprises, are based here in the Cavan Innovation Technology Centre and the Cavan Enterprise Centre, and I think they are prime examples and ambassadors for digital businesses who can now set up and operate from Cavan.